Morning, Matt.
4 sets of B&B owners check into each other's places.
That dressing table, it just looks tatty to me.
And check out one another.
He probably found me more of a handicap than anything.
Today, surprises over sizes.
I've never had it with such a small egg. What have you got, a house pigeon?
As they battle to be named best value for money.
So that's a manners thing, is it?
I was brought up to wait for everyone to be served before I start eating, Matt.
I think she should have got stuck in and not let her breakfast get cold.
The second visit of the week is to East Markham in Nottinghamshire and Church Spa, where host Daniel Walker, who's joined by friend George Gillespie, feels his place is heaven sent.
Church Spa is an exclusive boutique spa with luxury accommodation where you can have spa days and treatments. We're very proud of it. We put a lot of time and effort into it.
Daniel has been singing the praises of Church Spa for 3 years, and that's not the only thing he likes to pipe up about.
I'm actually a masseuse, colonic hydrotherapist.
You keep wanting to give me a colonic, don't you, Daniel? Apparently it's supposed to make you lose weight, so, you know.
Those who fancy feeling flushed will find 3 rooms at up to £195. A night's stay includes sole use of the spa facilities, and guests are encouraged to chime in.
At Church Spa we have the bell for the 24-hour valet. Not many places might do that, but we try to offer it just so we can deliver anything they ask for.
The first guests are on their way and alarm bells are ringing.
We have thought that Daniel might be
one of our main competitors. Yeah.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
Weighing up their rivals are Lisa and Steve Tyndall of the King's Head Inn in Rye, East Sussex, where the hosts are fans of the 5-star treatment.
I am very down to earth, but I do have really high standards with all sorts of things in life.
We do like nice things, and if we have to pay for it, then we have to pay for it.
On the last visit,
Hello, I'm Jennifer.
today's host Daniel built on his reputation.
I've got 2 jobs at the same time, hospitality and construction.
And have you done work on your own place?
We've done a lot of work on our own place as well.
Today, Steve and Lisa think they've constructed a good idea of what they're up against.
Daniel and George will, I would say, most definitely have
A luxury
place.
It potentially might be an old place that is done up, I don't know. Might be a new place that is built from scratch.
It's not going to be bunk beds. If I'm wrong, then strike me down.
Very nice. My dream.
Hi, Lisa and Steve.
Hi.
Welcome to Church Spa. All right, welcome to the spa area.
Wonderful.
Fantastic.
You'll have to take a dip later for sure.
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt.
Right, so this is your room.
Lovely.
It's £175 for this room. Your private bathroom is across the hallway as well. I'll see you later today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This looks really beautiful. Quality cotton and a nice bed.
While Steve and Lisa check out their threads, the next guest is also hankering for the high life.
I'd love a nice experience in a luxury establishment and pamper myself on a beautifully soft bed.
Hoping he'll make the grade is former TV reporter Matt Arnold, owner of the Bridge Hotel Brandon in Suffolk, who's no stranger to putting on a show for the public.
Dealing with a breakfast room full of people is quite similar in a way to standing up on an outside broadcast and playing to the audience.
On the last visit,
Hello, I'm Jennifer.
Matt found himself upstaged by today's host Daniel.
He was clearly a slick little mover, that was obvious from the start.
And today, Matt's predicting another premiere performance.
I think it's right to have high expectations. I'm guessing high end, but I'll be the first to put my hand up and say, no, I got that completely wrong.
Good morning, Matt. Welcome to Church Spa.
Daniel, nice to see you.
Welcome to your room, Matt.
Thank
It's
you.
£185 for your room. If you need anything, let me know.
Right, OK. £185 of room.
While Matt works out if the price is right, the final guests are drawing a blankety blank.
I'm not sure where we are now, Diana.
We're out in the sticks a bit.
Well, I thought Daniel was going to be a townie.
Getting back to nature are Jennifer McGurr and friend Diana Carnegie of the Tower View Hotel in Blackpool. When Jennifer hosted last time,
Hi, I'm Jennifer.
Daniel and George didn't have a positive outlook.
Can't really see through the window. It needs a bit of a clean look.
And when it came to the big question,
Would you stay here
Would you
again?
stay here again?
It's not what we would look for, is it? No.
none of her guests were up for a return visit.
Well, c'est la vie.
Today, Jennifer and Diana are planning a clean sweep of their own.
We have got to try to just find some little fault.
Nothing's perfect, is it? Nothing.
Good morning. Welcome to Church Star. Come on in, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Welcome to your room, ladies. This room is £195. It's the executive king room. I'll leave you to enjoy.
Thank you, Daniel. I need to lie down after hearing the price of the room.
I like the room.
Oh, gosh.
With the hosts out of the way, the guests can see whether Church Spa is a gift from the gods.
TV's great, lovely big size, but it's a bit low down, I reckon. I'd have wanted it higher up the wall.
Oh, my God, I've got straighteners.
Straighteners.
Lovely. I know you like minimalist, but it's a bit too minimalist for me.
24-hour valet service, that's amazing, isn't it?
Breakfast choice list, eggs Benedict.
Can you reach up there?
I'm not sure.
Be careful, Diana.
Just about.
I'll show you to the bathroom. Okay?
Yeah.
Mind a step.
Oh, stop it.
Oh.
Mind a step.
Bathroom-wise, for the height of luxury, first impression, very small.
Oh, lovely.
Let's see if there's anything on this radiator. No.
It's a gorgeous bathroom and just so clean. I'd have preferred it to be in our room.
I agree, yeah.
Room inspection's almost over, and Jennifer's not chilling out.
I think it has to be said. Where's the fridge?
Matt's making sweet music,
Looks like James Galway's staying.
and Steve and Lisa are having a double dip.
That's a TV behind you, isn't it?
Not here to watch the telly.
Really?
East Markham is surrounded by picturesque Nottinghamshire countryside, and today hosts Daniel and George are aiming to give their guests a bird's eye view with a trip to a local airfield.
We're going to have a little competition doing some paper airplanes.
And who can fly the plane the furthest will be the ones that are going to be having a flying lesson today.
Wow, that'd be fabulous. I'm really excited about going up in a small plane because I've done a chopper before, but not, oops, sorry.
Well, I love it. Steve
I'm not
doesn't.
so sure.
He's
but-
frightened of flying. We're going to try and win this, even though you're scared.
Okay.
With some real in-flight entertainment up for grabs, the group get meddling with their models. And it seems some are keeping an eye out.
I'm copying Matt. I don't know what to do.
You know,
Come on, Matt, give us a clue.
get some wings into it. I always enjoyed making paper planes as a boy, so why not have a go today? And I showed some of the girls my design, and they got better too.
Hang on, what are you doing?
I'm just, from my initial triangle,
Yeah.
fold some edges.
Jennifer, she really wanted to win it. So
I was quite surprised, actually, because I thought she would be the one that would chicken out and say, well, I'm not going up there.
I don't know what's happened to the nose.
With all planes in place, everyone's ready for takeoff. The winners will be the B&B who propel their plane the furthest. Hosts Daniel and George are first to take flight.
Oh, no.
Next to get his chocks away is Matt. With Matt having flown into the lead, Lisa and Steve are hoping it'll be plain sailing.
That's not possible.
on.
Finally, Jennifer and Diana are on a wing and a prayer.
Heaven's sake, look, mine's the same as yours. Why is it not going?
Full marks for style.
Well done, everybody. Congratulations, Steve.
I won, but I didn't want to.
Well, Steve did mention that he was afraid of flying at one point, so he could have messed it up. But there he goes, smashes it.
We've seen into Steve's psyche this afternoon because the prize was something he didn't want to do, but his competitive nature meant that he could not try his hardest.
With the competition decided, Steve and Lisa taxi onto the runway.
Considering you absolutely hate flying, this is going to be hilarious.
I knew how much my wife wanted to go up.
Ah,
And it was go Stevie, so...
So you did.
Steve might look a little green around the gill.
There's an element of wanting to win, and there was an element of me knowing that I should overcome a fear.
It was amazing, absolutely amazing. An experience of a lifetime.
It's the second day of the competition to be named Best Value B&B of the Week. And at Church Spa, hosts Daniel and George are taking their guests to dinner.
Cheers, everyone.
And for starters, Matt wants to get to grips with Church Spa's hands-on service.
It's a big commitment to say that you're going to be available 24 hours a day. It's something that if I was going to do it at my place, I'd have to staff that, and that would cost me a lot of money.
We don't want someone walking around thinking, I need to get this all, but not knowing where anything is. Ring the bell at 4 in the morning, doesn't matter what time it is. We can just come out, find out what the issue is or what you want.
What if it got really popular that it was booked night after night after night, and they were banging your bell every night?
I don't know why Matt is so obsessed with my bell.
I have a sneaky feeling that Matt's going to be dinging your bell at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Ding dong over, Lisa's got a question of her own.
So why the flying then?
I just love travelling, so I thought it might be a good way to kind of like associate with that. But that's what I kind of live for. It's just hard work and then go away.
What would happen to the people who wanted to book for those 4
We just close down.
You would close your business while you go away?
Yeah, well, it's not like everything's gone. It's like we close down, we take time out for ourselves. You've got to take time for yourselves in life. It's not all about work, it's not all about business.
I really disagree with you on that. You have to keep your business running.
But what about if you come back
24/7, 52 weeks a year. With Daniel, I don't think he's quite got his business head firmly on just yet. I think he's being slightly naive, thinking that you can close a business for 4 weeks and just clear off on holiday. You can't do that.
Next, Daniel reveals that he likes to get to know his guests inside and out.
I'm actually a masseuse, colonic hydrotherapist, so a lot of the treatments we actually do at the
Did you
church
say
spa.
colonic hydrotherapist then?
Colonic
I
hydrotherapist.
thought that's what you said.
Yes. So you should try it one time. It's very healthy for you.
Crikey.
Like sticking a vacuum cleaner up your bum.
No.
Pass the salt.
Jennifer's question cleared up, it's all back to Church Spa to unwind, where Jennifer wants to put Daniel's first-class service to the test.
Hi, Daniel. I'm ever so sorry to be a pain.
No, what we got?
I'm really hot in that room and I'd love a cold drink.
And Matt's putting the host to the test when it comes to the breakfast pre-order forms.
I'll order an extra portion of Eggs Benedict. And here we go, I'll tick it here. And if I'm forced to eat it on top of my full fried, so be it.
Good night, sweetheart.
Next morning in Nottinghamshire, and whilst Lisa's testing the waters,
It's like a bath in here.
Matt's not going with the flow.
Here's a problem. You can't set the shower up without it soaking the bathroom. Look, this is not thought through.
Meanwhile, George and Daniel are browsing the breakfast requests.
Matt's, he's got, well, looks like he's got two breakfasts on here.
What do they want 2 breakfasts for?
He must be hungry.
Breakfast at Church Spa is normally cooked by the in-house team, but today George has decided to have a crack at things.
George, you feeling any pressure about the breakfast?
No,
this
you know what
morning?
I'm like. I'll just be cooking away and chatting away to them all.
As the guests head on through,
Morning, everybody. How are we?
Matt reveals his tall order.
I ordered 2 breakfasts. I was so hungry last night. I ordered the full fried and the Eggs Benedict. Hope that's all right with George.
That's perfectly all right, Matt.
Are you going to manage to eat them, though?
I want to try both.
Right.
I think that's fair, isn't it?
Yes.
I think when I get back to Matt's place, I'm going to have 3 breakfasts.
I don't blame Matt for choosing 2 breakfasts. As he said, he chose it last night when he was really hungry.
Yeah.
With George dishing up, Matt's belly buster is soon ready for inspection.
Thank you very much. Look at that.
Greedy little piggy.
To be totally frank, the portions are not so huge that I can feel too greedy about it. So actually, I've ordered just enough.
Meanwhile, Diana is sizing up her Eggs Benedict.
I must admit, I've never had it with such a small egg.
I didn't lay them, I'm afraid, ladies.
I know. What have you got, a house pigeon here?
Diana is an absolute social hand grenade. It's fantastic. She's ready to go off at any moment in any direction.
It's just they were the smallest eggs I'd ever seen, apart from quail's eggs.
Yeah.
I think they wanted to present something a little bit different. And it probably backfired a little bit.
With the hosts leaving the guests to it, Jennifer's been totting up the tucker.
Is that my
I
tomatoes?
just costed my breakfast at 90 pence.
On your plate?
The portions were pretty small. And I suppose, really, for what they're charging here, you've got to go higher than that.
What do we think?
I personally think that the breakfast has let down the surroundings.
In other words, you were expecting more given the ambience and the luxury of the place.
And I'd like to have been able to choose this morning rather than last night.
Indeed.
With breakfast digested, the guests head back to their rooms to fill out the anonymous feedback forms.
Righty-ho.
How were your hosts at Church Spa? Nothing was too much trouble. So on that basis, a 10.
Example of excellent customer service. Well, I'm going for a 10 here.
They were always there to please, really.
Always there to please. They deserve a definite 10.
How clean was Church Spa? Again, a 10.
I've never experienced such hygiene levels.
It's got to be a 10.
How were the facilities at Church Spa? Now this is where I think I'm going to be a bit controversial. The shower has got a major flaw in that you can't run the temperature of the water without tipping water all over the floor. The TV's fantastically big, but it's too low. I'm going to give them an 8.
Well, it's wonderful to have a swimming pool, but then for us having the bathroom across the hall, backwards, forwards, you know, I think an 8 would be fair.
It's a very sort of fair, clinical room. The lack of fridge was the major thing for me. Being able to reach the hanging rail, that's a big issue for you.
problem.
So what are we going to score?
A 4.
Oh, Diana, I was going to say a 5.
How did you sleep at Church Spa? I slept extremely well. 10.
How was breakfast at Church Spa?
Your eggs Benedict, you were disappointed,
Yes,
weren't you?
because I was expecting a really high standard.
5.
It was an okay breakfast. An 8. It's a good score, but could do better.
Would you stay here again? Without a shadow of a doubt, yes.
Definitely.
Unequivocally, yes.
Would you stay here again?
Well, no, because it's just not my thing, the spa.
It's a bit too over the top for me.
So on balance, no.
No.
Now the B&B owners must pay what they think their stay was worth.
That's my amount. In it goes.
The cash will remain under wraps until the end of the week. For now, Daniel and George can see how they fared in the feedback.
Here we go. How are your hosts at Church Spa? Oh, we've got a 10.
10 out of 10. Can't go wrong with that at
Fabulous. Lovely. How were the facilities at Church Spa? And we've got an 8. TV too low. I mean, it's about a 50-inch screen.
all. Yeah, that's true.
What do you want? Shower can't be tested without flooding.
Someone's put it on too powerful. If they half put the pressure on, then it wouldn't have gone everywhere.
Guys, thanks ever so much.
You're more than welcome. Would you stay here again? Yes.
So the yes,
High five.
say that. So we're ready for the next one then.
Let's have a look. How are your hosts at Church Spa? A 10.
10 again.
Have you seen my face? It keeps going. I'm so happy. How were the facilities at Church Spa? We've got an 8. Only thing for us is the lack of ensuite. To go from one door, 2 foot to another door, to go into a bathroom, I don't see a big problem with it. I think this is from Lisa and Steve because of the bathroom ensuite bit. Steve.
Thank you very much indeed.
Lisa,
Lovely
it's
chat.
been beautiful. Would you stay here again? And it's a big fat yes.
Yes.
Circle, circle, circle. There's loads of circles around that. Okay.
Definitely.
So, how were the facilities at Church Spa? We've got a 5.
Been knocked down for a 5.
The room needs a fridge. Well, none of the rooms have got a fridge in them. They never will have.
That's why they have the bell. If anything requestments, they'll ring the bell.
Reachable hanging rail. Well,
There's obviously an issue with that, with their heights.
how was your breakfast at Church Spa? 5. Oh, God, a 5. Disappointing eggs Benedict. Right, okay,
We'll
so
have to-
this is Diana.
Diana's
This time, because she had eggs Benedict. I'm not going to lose my rag over it or anything, because it's eggs Benedict, and I don't think it's something that she goes out and eats every morning, do you? Lovely to see you. I hope you really enjoyed yourself at Church Spa,
Thank you for
Jennifer. And would you stay here again? And that's a no.
It is a disappointment that someone would say, no, I don't want to come back to your establishment. But I also can understand it because you can't please every single person that walks through the door.
And actually, we're doing quite well in the competition, to be quite honest. We could be winners. We better be winners.
Hopefully so.
I'll cry.
Next time when Lisa and Steve host,
Great to see you.
there's golfing gaffs
How did you know you needed this? You saw that?
and morning moans.
If I was going to just think, oh yes, I'll just have 4 or 5 hours sleep tonight, I would have slept in my car.